What's up, fellas? What's up, sisters? This topic right here is don't let a good crisis go to waste. And we hear that in the news, we hear that, and we're like, dang, what they doing? What they doing? You know what I'm saying? But we can't fail to realize that we may be suffering crisis in our own life. You might have gone through a divorce, a breakup, a loss of a loved one, loss of a job, you know what I'm saying? Those are your crises. And I'm telling you, don't let those type of crises go to waste. There's a purpose and there's a reason for that season. You know, put down the alcohol, put down the smoke, let the women go, let the men go, cleanse yourself. Don't vibrate in an unclean spirit. Vibrate in a clean spirit. It's time for you to take advantage of those crises. While everybody watching. First of all, everybody don't give a care about you. Nobody cares that you're going through a crisis. Get that through your head. And so while you moping and you making things worse, and you're gonna make it harder for you to come out of, just say, you know what? Nah. You know, like David Goggins said, take souls. They watching from a distance. They watching. They ain't saying that because they don't want you to progress. They don't want you to pass by them. Unfortunately, that's just how some people are. No, unfortunately, that's how most people are. Most people ain't trying to rock with you. Most people don't want you to succeed past them. You know what I'm saying? Even you might not even be considering or even thinking about them. It's still a competitive nature that people have. But who gives a damn about what they thinking about? You don't care. You start giving a damn about your life. Start caring about your life. Whether you're a woman, you know what I'm saying? You know you want a husband. You know you want to feel sexy. You know you want to feel feminine and touched and cared for. Start putting in the work. Stop drinking. Stop smoking. You know, start massaging your face. You know what I'm saying? Start pampering yourself. Start being that beautiful, soft woman. Get rid of the Horace type clothes. Stop playing yourself. I see so many people play themselves all for the sake of pleasure. Whether you binge watching TV every day, whether you going out with your friends and all that type of stuff, and no one's telling you, man, you drinking too much, man. You gaining so much weight, or girl, you need to sit down, or you know what I'm saying. No one is telling people what they need to hear. And you suffering the crisis, it's time for you to come up out that thing. You know, for you younger cats, you know, between 18 and 25, peep this game. You know, y'all going out on a regular and stuff like that. After a while, them same people you've been going out with, they're going to start fading out, start having relationships and all that type of stuff. They ain't going to be calling you. They're not going to be concerned about you. So there's nothing wrong with you being an individual. Being an individual is one of the most important things you can do. Be an individual. Stay the course. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you exploring and having a good time at times, but you're going to have to be more disciplined because you know what? When those same friends hit 40, those same friends are looking at their lives and they're not proud of the decisions that they've made. They're like, hold on, I've been sold a lie. And they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. They want you to actually practice what they practice. Because misery loves company. But a lot of people, start watching people in society. You know, whether you're at a restaurant, whether you are in a company, whether you are just in the grocery store, look at the people. People don't speak. People don't acknowledge each other. And it's mostly because they're depressed. Because they're all in their own crisis. They didn't fight. They wasted an opportunity in their own crisis. In your own crisis, you have to become relentless. You have to start reading. You have to start doing things that develop a constitution about yourself, a way of thinking, a way of behaving, a way of living. You have to develop a physical regiment to make yourself stronger, faster, more agile. The days of being humble is over. Stop being so humble. Stop being so humble. And that doesn't mean, I'm not saying stop being humble in a sense of not caring for people, but you know in your heart that you the man, you know you have all the attributes and you the man. Live like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Live like that. You know that in all reality, you the woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, behind those baggy clothes, you know, you really have a beautiful body, you know what I'm saying? And you just not confident and all that type of stuff. Wear some beautiful, modest clothes that will compliment you, make you feel good about yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop being so humble. And you know, you got this wild, unclean friend who's always shining and always acting like life is just so grandiose. And you're like, oh yeah, go ahead. And you're like, damn, that person's kind of trippy, you know what I'm saying? But that person think that it's all good. She thinks that it's all good, and you know, and she's laying with man after man after man and man after man. And you see that it's taking a toll on her, but she keeps selling like it's just the life. And you're like, girl, I don't know about that. Y'all know how y'all bodies work, you know what I'm saying? And even with the man, you know what I'm saying? The man is constantly sleeping around and creating hell for himself. And you like, that's going to catch up with you. And it does. So don't be that type of person if you're a young person listening to this video, don't get caught up and wrapped up in that. There's no future in that. And then those who are suffering crises, don't waste that good crisis. Come out that much stronger. Come out that thing with more peace. Come out that thing with more resources. You know what I'm saying? Your friends are not there to support you. You know, level up. Engage in different environments where people who will support you. You know what I'm saying? Your family not supporting you. It's a reason for that. There's a time in life where you have to be alone. And that's one thing I also notice about adults or people. Some people are afraid to be to themselves. And they never get a chance to know who they actually are. And I thank God that the path that I was on, I had embraced being by myself from a younger age. I've always loved being by myself. I always loved to sit down and take time to read. Even just like last night, yesterday I said a whole hour, 30 minutes just to think in complete darkness and just think about what it is that I want. Do you do that? I mean, have you made time to just think about, just in with no TV, no phone, think about what it is you want. You're like, dang, what do I really want? And with all those other thoughts, you'll finally come up with something. And then you'll become emotionally connected to it. Then you have some direction. Then after that, you go and take another 30 minutes. Set a timer. You have to set a timer. And then you go start doing your breath work. Start breathing. You know what I'm saying? Start doing look into that type of stuff. Breath work and meditation. Start doing those type of things, because when you make time for yourself, certain things will start to unlock. Everything that you want in life is already inside you. Everything. And then you have to become a scientist and all that type of stuff in your journey to prove yourself. Prove to yourself. Everybody's making time and trying to convince and trying to prove to people who can care less about them who they are. No, prove to yourself who you are. You know what I'm saying? You have an idea who you are, and now is the time in this crisis for you to come out on top. Isn't that what you want? You know, isn't that what you want? And you're going to get to a place where that you don't need motivation. Now you're just thriving off of discipline. Now you're just thriving off of, this is just what I want. This is just who I am, and I'm going to get there. And then your knowledge and your wisdom is going to increase, which is going to aid you on your journey. Then you'll see how all these things are possible. Now you can pace yourself, and now you're getting rest. You're getting proper rest, But now you're excited about waking up. A lot of people are not excited about waking up. I wake up at 3 o'clock every day. Every day I wake up at 3 o'clock. And I go to sleep. And every time I go to sleep exhausted. And I also go to sleep like, dang, I left things out that I couldn't do. I wanted to read out of this book. I mean, I've done so much in my day, whether it's dealing with my dogs, my health, my business, all that. I'm doing all these type of things so that when it's actually time for me to go to bed, I'm like, man, I got to go to bed. I got to get a decent amount of rest so I can get right back up and get right back to it. If you're not living where you waking up and excited about your life, then you have to ask yourself, why? Start there. Be honest, be truthful. It's your life. Who has gotten you where you're not excited about you being alive? They've gone on. They're going on there, they're popping bottles and enjoying their life and all that type of stuff. They don't care about you. You have to love your own soul. There's a scripture that says, don't give yourself over to heaviness. Love your own soul. And a lot of people have given themselves over to heaviness. They've given themselves over to heaviness. Oh, I'm gonna take on this stress. This has always happened to me, and you that's become your identity. How about you recreate your identity? You can do that. Nature teaches you that. The Creator teaches you that through the different seasons in life. Nature teaches you that through the different seasons in life. You have your winter, your summer, your spring, your fall. You have all those type of things. So you can recreate your life. You can recreate yourself. You can recreate your vision. You can restore your health. You can restore your hope. You can restore your faith. You can restore everything. But you have to start doing it one day at a time, one moment at a time. And you have to make a decision. So don't waste a good crisis. It's your crisis. Do something about it. You've been left all the way alone. You've been left all to yourself. For what? So that you can find out what it is that you want. Get off your butt. Start putting out them bad habits. They haven't been fulfilling. Every time you take these bad habits, the moment you indulge, you're like, it's not fulfilling. When you got to that point, now it's time to just let it go. Now it's time to get to the work. And when you do that, everybody else is going to benefit from it now. You know you're a light. Your light's just been dim. And your light been dim because your expectations of people who already have dim light. But as soon as you raise yourself up to a proper place, you will refuse to encounter or to interact with unclean spirits. Unclean spirits. Your friends, your families, your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers. Majority of them have unclean spirits. Call it what it is. And you have to cleanse yourself from your unclean spirit. Because we all suffer from it. But if you could cleanse yourself from unclean spirits, maybe then you could be an inspiration and a guide to those that you do care for. When they do call you, when they do reach out to you, when they do visit you, you could be that much of a light, because that's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to become this radiant light and then all of a sudden be no good for anyone else. No. Level up and then help everybody else out who wants to help. And those who don't want to help, just keep pushing. You're going to understand that your energy is your currency. Your energy, your vibration. You are a magnet. You are wavelength. Your energy. You got all the energy that you need to recreate the circumstances and the life that you want. Don't waste another crisis. Let's go.